Hello, everyone, or anyone who happens to pick this up and have a listen. So, it's been a little while since I've done any kind of posts. I've been kind of hard at work at getting the Cellar demo done for Crypts of Carith. So I thought what I could do is a nice little, just a playthrough of it. This is not final, it's kind of where the game is in its current stage. And I just kind of want to go through it. It's good for me as a player, as a developer, but it's also good for me to kind of run through it and show it off and let people pick it apart, I suppose. So whenever you download the demo, this is kind of what you're going to see in your first entrance. I've got a little feedback area down here, so you can either go to Discord or Steam. That will take you directly to the game's Discord or to the Steam feedback forums to get feedback. This is the current active party. I'm not planning on opening up character creation for the purpose of the demo. It seems to be something that might be really good added to the just going to be in the main game. I may at some point, once it's complete, enable it for the demo, because it works at the moment. It's just not particularly pretty. So this is our party at the moment. We've got our fighter, we've got our barbarian, we've got our thief, we've got our cleric, who's level 2. That's for spellcasting reasons. And we've got our mage and our illusionist. Our current location is the chapel cellar, and the time of day is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. So there is a day and time, day and night kind of system in the background. I'm not really using it much at the moment, but it will have more of an effect as the game goes on. So let's go in. So we're loading into the chapel cellar right now. I'm planning to add like loading screens and stuff there. So we've got a nice little introduction here. You step beneath the chapel of the pale flame into the stillness of the chapel cellar. Carith sent you to find the source of its vermin. There's something about this place feels older than rats. You're unproven. This is your first true descent. Quiet thought lingers. Not all battles are meant to be fought. You know, this is me just trying to give it some flavour and some thought. That won't be in the full game. That's just specifically for the demo. So if we look at the UI here, we've got at the top, we've got our minimap that fills in as you walk around. We've got our current quests, which is to investigate the cause of the rats in the chapel cellar. We've got our party down the bottom with their quick slots of inventories. We can move that around. I'm also playing with keyboard and mouse here, but the game is mostly functioning on controller at the moment. But I've been focusing on keyboard and mouse because that's what I've been using at shows and things. We can interact with these characters to go straight to their inventories. We've got a summary here, which is just mainly debug, to be honest. It just pushes things out when I want to read it, so it's not fully functional. For the purpose of the for the purpose of the demo, I've kind of equipped things with some items. I shouldn't have the fire horn yet. That's something else, but that's my. You gotta have a fire horn if you're doing a game like this. We've got some scrolls on our magic users. Everyone's got a healing potion, and just some kind of utility items. Like the barbarian's got some flint and steel. Thief obviously needs some thief tools, and we've got a holy symbol for the cleric. They don't do anything per se at the moment, but you know, here we are. So WASD movement, move around. Have another little bit of thing. You enter the dark chapel cellar. Supplies line the shelves, and a damp, unearthly odour fills your nostrils. These will eventually be voiced. Hopefully, I'm talking to some voice artists at the moment. Try and get that voiced. And then it's Q and E to rotate. If I walk into a wall, boom, I get a little blocked side. A little bit of feedback there. You can pick things up, find things in the wall, and you just pick them straight back up again. You can't put them back down again yet. That's something I kind of need to add in. And then you can use the right mouse button or the right stick on controller to move around, and you can just kind of pick items up and move them around. I'm going to do, I think, a quick pickup, like a right click to pick up or something. Coins go straight into the kind of purse of whoever gets them. So if I go to my inventory now, I go over to the barbarian, you see now we've got platinum, gold, electrum, silver, and copper. We've got 2 copper on him now. Okay, let's keep going. So, torch on the wall. We probably want that, so I can pick that up and give it straight to the warrior there. And he's got now a little notification to show that he's using the torch. He's the light carrier. There's not currently any time limitations on those either. That's something I want to add, so they'll eventually burn out. So it's probably worth mentioning as well at this point, probably are spoilers in this, so if you want to play through the whole demo yourself, but also the demo might not be exactly like this when I release it in a month or two. So we've got some signs on the wall. Yeah, the faithful follow the light, Brother Caldus. So Brother Caldus is the priest who runs the chapel within Carith, and he's sent you down here to investigate the rats. So we look around. We've got a box here. We can open this up, and we can take. We've got some scrolls of cure light wounds. We can give those to the cleric. Holy water and a mace. Nice cleric equipment there. I'll give her the mace 1 to 6 damage. Currently carrying a club, so I'll give her the club and the mace instead to increase her melee damage. It's also worth noting as well, there's bugs and stuff not finished, so saving throws, readouts, they're not bringing anything out right now. Some healing potion. We distribute those, aren't they? There's currently nothing stopping you forcing a healing potion down one of your friends. I can just right click on it and decide who I want the healing potion to go to, but I'll change that at a later date, I'm sure. Right, so the puzzle said follow the light, the faithful follow the light. So that is my attempt at the first hint as to what you've got to do. So this is the first puzzle. It's a simple kind of lights out puzzle. I'll light them all to do it. When you light the final candle, a faint click trembles through the wood of the bookcase as a new passageway is revealed to your party. Cool. So one thing to note as well is this thing up in the top left hand corner. That basically shows how close to a wandering monster you are. It's not particularly well tuned at the moment, and I think they're happening too quickly, but here we go. So we just opened this secret door and got some doors. These are currently spaced to open, but I think I'm going to make those a bit more interactive so I can have lockpicking and stuff like that now. Right, now, winged monstrosities. As you reach to push the open door, as you reach to push open the door, it's seemingly forced from your hands by a sudden rush of dank, rotten air. A moment of silence is quickly followed by a cacophony of beating leather and screeching as a group of giant bats flood forth from the darkness. This is the first bit of combat. I've not tutorialized this in any way.